If you want to grow faster than majority of business owners and reach higher heights, this is exactly how you need to be learning to grow as fast as possible. Now, forgive me, I'm a little bit in my locked in mode, so I don't have my lights in, and I'm also in a jacket, but I still have value to give you. So let's get into it. This is a idea I got from Alex Hormozy, and I think it's one of the most high leverage things you can do in business, and it's what allowed him to scale from what like $300,000 a month to what like full 30 million a year or something like that. Um, Before he, of course, started acquisition.com and did all these different things. Now, it's one of the core principles of growth, one of the highest leverage things of growth, like this first principles thinking, systems thinking, and there might have been one more other thing, but these are the kind of growth levers that you can pull. So let's get into it without further ado. What is bottleneck learning? So, bottleneck learning is when a business owner studies and does whatever they need to do to learn the solution to the current constraint in business at all times. Meaning, new constraint comes, you learn how to fix it, you fix it. Next constraint comes, you learn how to fix it, you fix it. And that allows you to push through growth because we'll get into why in a minute. But here's a quick example. Your ads are good, your show rate's trash, your close rate's good, your average cash collected is good. Show rate is your bottleneck. So what you would do is go and attack show rate. You would look into everything on show rate. How can I increase it in every way possible? And then you would, of course, increase it. This would become like these, and you would make more money, leading you to your next bottleneck because, of course, you'll have another one at that. Okay, so when you find your bottleneck, then you go off and learn the skill of solving it. Now, a skill is the state of knowing the small details that go into the success of a thing. So this is my definition. I haven't checked the actual definition, but this is what I believe is the most concise way to put it. So let's go into a few examples like scheduling rate. What all goes into scheduling rate, right? There's a lot of things, but I just give you examples. So speed to lead, meeting value proposition, like what are they getting from the meeting, your video sales letter, your nurture sequence, the way you're following up and giving them value while promoting them booking a call with you. And then your funnel, conversion rate optimization, your copy, the simplicity, the design, all of that has an effect. Now, some things have more effects than others, and that's why you always want to start with the highest leverage thing, meaning that's your scheduling rate. The highest leverage thing is speed to lead. And if you really harp on that, most of these won't matter as much if you can really get to the speed to lead and then value prop next. Now, close rate. Now, how does this, like, what's the effects on this? Building value through questions, listening and mirroring, tonality, objection handling, asking for the sale multiple times, and then even more things that you have to do to improve this. But these are just examples of the small details that go into improving a metric or to solving a bottleneck, which is common in um, uh, book a call funnels. So next thing, show rate, available time slots. Now I got this from Alex Hormozy. The more availability you have, the more likely a person is to show up because they may not be able to do 8:30, but they can do 8:45, but you don't have 8:45 available. So they pick the next time that's not the perfect time for them. So they may forget or they may have something come up that wouldn't have came up if they had the time that they wanted, that they actually were free for. Next thing is value proposition. Are they actually going to get something from the call that they're excited about, that they're looking forward to, that will cause them to be anxious enough to remember on their own? Even if you set no reminders, they would set it because they feel like they're getting so much value. Now, how far out you're booking. If you book out any further than 3 days, you're killing your business and killing your show rate. You don't want to book out any further than 2 or 3 days. I like to keep it around 3, depending. Then also confirmation, if you have them confirm whether you're calling, you have them text to confirm or whatever you do in that manner, letting them know that, hey, the appointment will be canceled if they don't confirm. And then reminders, and then the personal video, and then even more small things. So that's just some examples for you. So why do billionaires grow so fast? They grow so fast because they have 3 main variables. They have the ability to find bottlenecks quickly. They have the knowledge to solve those bottlenecks, and then they've already built up their spirit. They built up their discipline in a way to where If they know the right thing, they can do it. A lot of people's problems, the three things holding people from growth is they don't know what they need to be doing. Once they know what they need to be doing, they don't do it. So, oh no, I said that wrong. So, they don't know what they need to be doing. They don't know how to do what they need to be doing, and then they don't have the discipline to do it. If you have these three things, you can grow very, very fast. Now, if a billionaire lost it all, they would be back faster because they already have the skill of taking massive action, which is the implementation, and then they already know all the bottlenecks and all the solutions since they did it before. And it's like beating a game, like that you've done, right? You've been at a level before so that you can solve it faster. So most people don't grow because they're not even aware of their bottleneck or how to solve it. And then once they do know how to solve it, they don't do it because it's hard. And that's the thing. That's why a lot of business owners know, if they went to a consultant and said, hey, I have three businesses, one's doing better than the other, I just don't know what to do. No, you do know what to do. And if you were consulting yourself, you would say probably cut off the other businesses. But you know that it's hard, so you wouldn't do it. So, and that's what stops growth because the time between, and I want to show you these two right here. So this is the thing, and this is not the perfect example of this. This is exponential growth, and this is what you can achieve when you find bottleneck, solve bottleneck, find bottleneck, solve bottleneck, find bottleneck, solve bottleneck, find bottleneck, solve bottleneck, while pushing more through the system. It's very simple. Say, for instance, if you have ads running, everything's going well, your show rate's cooked. You fix your show rate, now your close rate's cooked. You fix your close rate, now you need more closers. You fix the amount of closers you have, now you need a sales manager. You find a sales manager, now you need more detailed operations to make sure everybody's locked in, and you do that. Then you can't handle fulfillment, then you scale fulfillment, and as this is happening, you're turning up the ads, you're spending more on ads, you're getting more throughput through the system. So it's like a system, right? You might have something stopping the flow, but you just push more flow through. If you push more flow through while there's something holding it up, you're not going to get as much out. So I don't know if I have a great example of what that looks like, but it's hard to explain. Let me see if I can give you a good example real quick. So imagine this is a system. You have this thing right here. Let's say this is a holdup in the system, right? Let's just say this is a holdup in the system stopping these ball things from flowing through. So it's like, say for instance, this is a river, right? A river with flow coming through it. And all these things you push down the river because you want them to come out on the other side and then fall into this big bucket, right? Which is money or something. Yeah, hopefully you guys get this analogy. I'm just trying to make it as visual as possible so people can see it. So these need to flow through the system, but this right here is throwing them off over here and they're dropping off. And maybe one gets by and gets over here and then it's good. So instead of continuing to send more through the system, like, hey, let's send more, and most of them are dropping off, you say, hey, let's get rid of this, and then most of them come over here. You see what I'm saying? So this is a constraint. Okay, so this right here is the system. What did I do? This is the constraint. This is the drop off. This is money. These are people. So you run some ads. These are your leads. Okay, they book a call. They don't show up. They don't show up. One shows up. You close them because you have a good close rate. The only constraint is show rate, right? You get this out of the way. Everyone shows up. You close a good amount and you win. I hope that makes it simple. But like I'm trying to explain here, your rate of growth means like you need to find bottleneck, solve bottleneck, find bottleneck, solve bottleneck. Most people, they might like just plateau a little bit because they're at one bottleneck, right? This is a bottleneck, right? See Say for instance, you're just stuck right here. You haven't grown in a while. This multiple months, and the reason it takes so long for people to grow because they delay decisions, they delay actions, and they delay getting the knowledge. So they might know, dang, my show rate's not working out right now. I'm making this much money, but I want to grow more, but I don't know how to increase the show rate, and then they don't go and learn. So if you know this system, I'm telling you, you can grow faster than the majority of people you know. If you find problem, solve problem, find problem, solve problem, find problem, learn how to solve problem. And that's why what I do is so valuable, because I've already solved a lot of business problems up to a $260,000 per month business that I help scale. So the sales management, the throughput, the funnel, the scheduling rate, the show rate, the close rate. I've increased all of these numbers to build a system that can manage a $200,000 month. So now, when a business owner needs help, they can reach out to me and get a free constraint call. Um, well, a coach or a consultant, or high ticket service provider that needs help with their book a call funnel, or I specialize in book a call funnels specifically. But if they need help, I consult them, and then if they want further help for us to come in and take over their acquisition system, or to just help with whatever bottleneck they're dealing with, they can work with us in our capital partner program. It's a very, very detailed service where we go in and pretty much just operate. It's pretty simple. But other than that, I hope you got some value. This is just one video. I'm building some more stuff out for you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. This is free value. If you're a coach and you need help, and you want to learn what your bottleneck is and how to solve it, there's going to be a link in the description. See if you're qualified, apply. God bless. Bye-bye.